Hey, Assalamu alaikum. Let's understand about the melanocyte overstimulation. When the melanocyte will overstimulate, so what will be happen and what is the melanocyte? So let's understand about that and hyperpigmentation. So remember, the overstimulation of the melanocyte will lead to increase the melanin pigment which that deposit in the skin in the keratinocyte, because the melanin pigment released from the melanocyte to deposit into the keratinocyte, and in this way the dark color will appear. But remember, one important thing is that during the sun exposure, like the sun bath, which that is not any problem, because the darkening of the skin is known as the tanning, and the tanning is normal, but the hyperpigmentation means the patches will appear in the skin which that will lead to cause problem, and that is known as the variability of the pigmentation due to the overstimulation of the melanocyte. So let's understand about through notes. Here is the melanocyte overstimulation causes and prevention we will discuss. So the UV radiation is first, like the UVA and B, and hormonal changes like melanocyte stimulating hormone imbalances. What is the melanocyte stimulating hormone? Which that is basically released from the median lobe of the pituitary gland, and which the target to the melanocyte to stimulation to produce the pigment, like it can be brown pigment or it can be more dark, and it depends. But the melanocyte stimulating hormone overstimulation, and it can due to the several reasons we will understand, and in this way increase of the melanocyte stimulating hormone will trigger the melanocyte to produce more and more melanin pigment, which that will lead to darken the skin, and that is the problem. So in this way the inflammation, which that also hormonal changes like the melanocyte stimulating hormone overstimulation, while on the other hand the inflammation post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation also occur, skin injuries like cut, burn, scratches, chemical exposure like the hydroquinone and the mercury, which that is a metal mercury, also stimulate the hyperpigmentation due to the damage of the melanocyte. On the other hand, the injury and a lot more burning, which that effect which that lead to increase the stimulation of the melanocyte and will lead to increase the hyperpigmentation without the presence of the melanocyte stimulating hormone, because our body will combat and release the pigment for the prevention against the UV radiation. Skin injuries, so the cut, burn, scratches, which that is caused, and the chemical exposure is here, and the genetic predisposition. The genetic mutation is due to the basically the DNA damage or the DNA mutation, which that will lead to overstimulation of the melanocyte or less stimulation of the melanocyte. In this way the depigmentation in the form of white iligo, while on the other hand the overpigmentation will lead to cause patches on the skin or more. So that is all things is basically due to the genetic predisposition. So how to fix that we will understand also. So the certain medication like the antibiotics and antihistamines, which that also cause the melanocyte overstimulation to hyperpigmentation. The stress and anxiety also cause the imbalance of the melanocyte stimulating hormone, and on the other hand the stress and anxiety will lead to cause insulin resistance, and on the other hand basically is the insulin resistance also due to the stress and anxiety, and a lot more problem like the inflammation will increase, the stress will lead to oxidative stress and damage the melanocyte, will lead to depigmentation or hyperpigmentation. That is the cause. So that basically on the other hand the sign of melanocyte overstimulation is the skin darkening more than normal, hyperpigmentation, the dark spot and the freckles. On the other hand the melasma, the facial pigmentation, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, the PIH, the solar lentigens, the sunspot can be formed. On the other hand, the prolonged melanocyte overstimulation is the problem. Like for example, for short duration that not problem because it can be reversed. But on the other hand, the skin cancer can be occur due to the overstimulation of the melanocyte. The premature aging can be occur the skin discoloration and the uneven skin tone. The melanocyte damage also lead to cause the hyperpigmentation and overstimulation. You should maintain the high pigmentation in your skin will lead to get the health benefit. The treatment and prevention natural remedy can be we can clear up this hyperpigmentation through sun protection, the clothing which that sun protection because the UVA and UVB radiation prevention. On the other hand, the topical, basically the topical creams which that is retinoids and the chemical, chemical peels and the microderm, the microderm abrasion and laser therapy. Skin brightening products which that also used for like the niacin, amide, vitamin C. Antioxidant is the supplement which that is also reverse the skin hyperpigmentation. The vitamin E and beta carotene, the turmeric, the curcumin and the green tea which that contain catechin also important, and the pomegranate ellagic acid are present in the pomegranate which that reverse the hyperpigmentation, and in this way the skin health will increase. While on the other hand, the grape seed extract and the licorice extract which that also reverse the hyperpigmentation. The dietary change can be an antioxidant addition in your diet like the green vegetable and the vitamin containing rich diet like the fruit and the vegetable which that also decrease the hyperpigmentation. Omega-3 and vitamin C, E which that is important for the decrease of the hyperpigmentation and avoid stress. The stress is a major problem which that lead to hyperpigmentation because the stress basically increase the inflammation, and that inflammation will lead to damage the melanocyte. When damage the melanocyte in this way, your melanin pigment imbalance, where some part of your body will stimulate more melanin while the some part of your body will less stimulation, and in this vitiligo is also the sign of the inflammation and stress, anxiety, depression. On the other hand, the no fasting, no everything. So the other thing is that basically fasting, the ketogenic diet, which that all essential amino acid and the fat, for example the omega-3 fatty acid containing diet, which that come from the ketogenic diet, and the all essential fat soluble vitamin which that absorb through a ketogenic diet. While on the other hand, the caloric restriction and the fasting and exercise, which that itself is the anti-inflammatory, antioxidant. In this way, your body which basically get the stress to prolonged stress resistant activity will occur, and on the basically AMPK pathway for preparing of the DNA, and the predisposition, genetic predisposition will reverse. On the other hand, the fasting will get the more and more health benefit. For example, the hyperpigmentation will decrease also. So the fasting, exercise, the ketogenic diet, and on the other hand, the calorie restriction and the good sleep, which that basically balance your hormone level. The melanocyte stimulating hormone also balance. Your health, overall health will improve if, so in this way the hyperpigmentation will decrease. I hope to make sense about that. If you like my video, please make sure to subscribe, like and share. See you in the next video. For this time, bye. Allah Hafiz.